Among the hardest hit victims of the oil spill, African-American fishermen in Plaquemines Parish, Louisiana. Those are people whose families have fished the Gulf for generations, fathers and grandfathers fighting to survive after months being out of work. And Roland Martin traveled down to Plaquemines Parish to tell their story and to give voice to their frustration. I spoke with Roland about his visit a little earlier. Roland, a lot of people down there are very angry that BP has brought in outsiders to help in the cleanup effort, especially when the spill has put so many locals out of work. And I know you caught up with a group of African-American fishermen who vented their anger at a meeting with Plaquemines Parish President Billy Nungesser. And let's take a look at that.
We was called to drop paperwork off ever since Monday. And every time we call to check on, the paperwork is lost. It's to the point where it's about to crack. I know. You know, you hate for anything to start happening around here, but I mean, it's what's their last resort?
I know, I'm so sick of this. I've been to Homer 15 times. I can't yell and scream anymore.
What they're doing is they calling you and telling you ain't meeting the qualification, kicking you out and shoving somebody in that they know.
Should we all take our boat and go out there and do something, stop the other fishing, the other people that's working?
We don't want to bring any havoc or anything to Plaquemines. You know, we love Plaquemines. That's where we born and raised at. But yet we can't work, and they got boats from all over elsewhere working.
Our life is lost. Already is about gone. We can't fish, can't catch oysters or nothing.
This is what we do for a living. You know, them guys out there just to collect a check. When you see 15, 20 boats tied up and 10, 15 pushed on bank, you know, not worrying about what's going on. You know, once they make their money, they gone.
Well, let me tell you.
We stuck here starving.
So, Roland, is there anything being done to try to address this problem?
Well, in talking with folks there, they're pretty much, you know, focusing on the people who they say have the skill set. Now, what Nunsinger said is that what they were doing is actually retrofitting a lot of those boats to be able to begin to skim oil. And he even said, look, for all these people they brought in, send them to Florida, send them to Alabama, send them elsewhere, but allow local people. And Campbell, we saw the exact same thing after Hurricane Katrina, where people were saying, wait a minute, you need to have the local people apply for the jobs first. And then you open up to the rest of the folks in Louisiana and then outsiders. These are the folks who are living there, trying to feed their kids, trying to send them to school, trying to buy clothes. They literally have no money. A lot of these folks have not been able to earn income since April and May. Think about it. That's months.
I know. And Roland, I know you also spoke with a local, some of the local fishermen who also felt very frustrated with BP's efforts in general. And let's listen to that.
Obviously, people are concerned about the spill itself. They're still trying to plug the leak. But this rain and being in the middle of the hurricane season, I mean, is that really causing more stress? Because this just may go further than people thought.
Absolutely, and it's not only just bringing stress on just the actual fisherman himself. That stress is carrying on into his families now because they're concerned with the southeast wind. We know it doesn't take much to push water over these levees, and then we're going to have oil all over in our houses, and then how long it will be again before we could come back home. And we still have families scattered in Arkansas, Baton Rouge, that's commuting back and forward still today. So, you know, we add all of this up, it doesn't paint a good picture.
So how hard has the African-American community really been hit?
Well, in this particular area here, the oil has not reached there, but they have not been allowed to actually fish. Secondly, a lot of these folks lost their boats in Hurricane Katrina. The gentleman I just talked to, he had 5 boats. Now he's down to 2. The actual harbor, we actually shot that in. I mean, it was, you know, I would say a third full. That's literally how many boats they've lost. And in this particular area, you have African Americans, you have Vietnamese, you have Hispanic, you have whites as well. But this area is largely African American. And they're sitting here saying, we're dying on the vine here. And so what they're trying to say is to the president, to Thad Allen, the commander, look, you have to help the local people first.
All right, Roland Martin for us tonight. A good point there. Roland, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Roland will have more on this on Washington Watch with Roland Martin on the cable network TV1 Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time.